Hi, it's Talsvids. In this video I'm going to show how you can fade in and out video from one clip to the other, and also the same as well with audio. First of all, I'll show how you do this with video. Now, I'm currently using Final Cut Pro 10.2.3, so earlier versions of Final Cut Pro X, they should be the same, or it might be just slightly different, but you should be able to follow along with what I'm doing. So I've got a piece of video that I'm currently working on in Final Cut Pro, and I've got it in my timeline. Now, as you can see on this timeline, I've got 4 clips in my video which I've edited, and they're just ready now to basically do what we're going to do. So if you see on the top right, you can see the preview, and I'll just turn the computer's audio down on here just so it isn't so distracting. So as you can see there, I'll just turn that one down too. As it's playing from one scene to the next, it does jump quite a little bit there when it's went on to the next scene. Now, how we can get round that, we can apply a fade in or out depending on what you want to do. So if we want to fade out of this first clip and into the second, all we do is we just select our clip, just move that little line out of the way. So we've got our clip highlighted here, it's highlighted in yellow. Now if we right click on the clip, and the little menu will appear, and one of the options in the menu is show video animation, so that's the one we need to choose. And if you want to use a keyboard shortcut for that, I think that's option key and V. Now we get a little video animation menu on here now. Now what we need to do is move our mouse arrow down onto this bottom part here where it says composition opacity. If we just double tap on there, that will bring up this little slider, and you can see on the left and right hand side there's 2 little scrub lines, whatever you want to call them. Now what we want to do at the end of this particular clip, we want to fade out. So you'll notice there, as I'm moving my mouse arrow up onto that little scrubber line, it changes to an arrow pointing left and an arrow pointing right. Once it does this, if we just drag that to the left, we'll see there a little peak that's starting to drop down, and we can see there above it a little time indicator, and that basically is the duration of what the fade will be. So you don't want to have it too long, but you don't want to have it too short, because if you have it too short, it's not going to fade out properly before the next scene starts, and it won't look very good. So I generally go with round about a 2-second fade. I find that's about right. So if you just drag that to the right or to the left, and you'll see the time going up. So that's around about 2 seconds there, we'll call that 2 seconds. And if you want to get a little bit more detail, you can always go up to the view menu, zoom in. You can just zoom in a little bit more. And there you can see you've got a little bit more detail. I should have done that earlier on. Better late than never. And it just makes it easier for you to choose the time. So there we've got pretty much 2 seconds. Now, if I move the little scrubber line over this clip, you'll see now it'll start to fade when we hit that little mark. There you can see the fade happening. Obviously this is doing it in slower time than it would do if it was playing. So that's our fade out for this particular video clip. Now if we want to do a fade in, rather than having just the intro title coming on rather abruptly like that, We can do the same at the beginning, and we just drag to the right this time, and you want to have roughly the same length of time for your fade in as what you fade out. So it's pretty much 2 seconds, so that's it there. Now if I go back to the start now and we play the very start, you'll see the title fade in, and there you see it there, gently fades in. Now if we go skip forward to nearly the end, you'll see there that there starts to fade out, and then that other bit there is where the second clip started. So you'll notice there it fades out nice and gently, but it jumps right back in rather abruptly to the second scene, second clip. So again, once we've done that, I'll just pause that first, just get rid of that video animation menu, and we just click on that little X that's at the top left. Now we need to click on the second clip we've got in our timeline, and again we just right click on it and we choose show video animation, and it's the same thing again. You just double click on composition opacity, took some getting out and then you just drag the little scrubber again to, we'll have 2 seconds again, or as near as makes no difference to 2 seconds, and then we can just collapse that down. And obviously if you wanted to do a fade out of the other end, just do the same again. I'll just do that for consistency. So as you'll see now, when we play the end part of this first clip, it'll fade out nice and gently, and it should fade in nice and gently as it starts to play the second clip. So I'll just play that now. So if you look at the top right of the screen in Final Cut Pro, you'll see what I mean. So it fades out there and fades in nice and gently there. So that's your fade in and out with video. So I find when I'm doing a video, when I've got a few clips in my timeline, it just looks a bit more polished, a bit more finished, a bit more professional, adding your fade in and out of your video rather than it going abruptly from one to the other. So if we go back to the audio now, if I just increase that, because I turned that down earlier on so it wouldn't distract on the video. Now it's exactly the same thing as we done on the video, but this time we click on the green part, which is the audio in our timeline, and we just choose, we right click, and then we choose this time show audio animation. So once we've done that, you can see we've got that same little scrub head there, and it says there fade audio out, and you can just drag that over there, and again we see the little time indicator which will tell us our fade out period. Okay. And then you can do the same at the start. So that's essentially how you can fade in and out your audio. Now, examples why you might want to fade in and out audio. You might have a little piece of music, maybe a short 10-second music clip for like an introduction tune to the beginning of your video. Well, you can fade in and out as your introduction tune's finishing and your video work starts. And that's generally the workflow that I have with audio fade in and outs. Well, I think that covers everything for this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll receive emails when I upload any new videos. Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.